Yeah,
So we just met Cock. We were told that we should go to Cock because.
Oh yeah, can you smack that
Lights me, brah.
motherfucking light?
All right.
All right.
My turn.
Welcome to the Dungeon Junkies podcast. My name's Kenny, your DM, and joining my circle jerk today, we have
Gavin.
Alex. Juniper.
And Valmore.
And last we left off.
You want to try that again?
Why?
Because I said Alex.
That's
I'll leave
okay.
it in because it'll be like.
I really want to leave that part in, though.
Yeah, we're
All
just gonna
Say it in. Let's continue.
No, but then let's do it
again, though.
the intro. The party finds their way past a hole in the path that was made by Devoir and his gang. As they finally make it into the giant city of Vandoria, they realize they cannot bring their cart with them and attempt to make a deal with some greedy villagers. After they get ripped off, they make their way to Cock's base, where they're greeted by a large golden dragonborn and introduced to Tiniko, a young human girl in charge of the coalition. And she tells you that there is some bad shit that's about to happen. And that's where we're at. So we are down in the basically in the basement floor of Cock's base. And you were guided inside by an elven man named Hisei. He is the elven man that guided you guys in. He's the one that greeted you from the top. So when you entered the base,
He's like a butler, dude.
he's kind of like he kind of just chills at like the counter up at the top. Not really. He is actually a part of the team. He was just up there.
Okay, not a
There
butler.
are two levels of the base. So that's kind of just, that's almost like it's hard to explain, like the front desk almost.
He's a
He's
greeter.
a receptionist.
He's a greeter. Oh,
More or
he's the
less.
secretary.
It may have just been his turn up there, or whatever the case was. But he was up there. He brought you
odd
guys
setup.
down into basically the commons area, so it's actually a big area. So you basically you walk in. As you walk down. We'll talk about the layout of the actual base here in a little while. But as of right now, you'd walk downstairs through basically the dining room, and just past that dining room is where like the main office is, where Tiniko's office is, and that's where you're at.
So I want to ask.
She just says, I'm glad you guys made it. I heard that we have some trouble, and I heard that you guys had trouble in the tree, in the Boyata tree, but the heart was retrieved, right?
Who's carrying the heart right now?
Isn't it Alex?
Yeah.
Or, I mean, Yunaria?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, Yunaria is
Yeah.
carrying it.
Well,
I'm gonna
Gante
look
brought it for y'all. I don't know who grabbed it.
Yeah, I think
after
Yunaria.
that,
I
but
got
Yunaria
it.
should
I
have.
I got
yeah.
it because I was messing with the key and stuff.
Yep.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm
Give her a
gonna
light
just
show
look at
with
you,
it.
Daria.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and pull it out right now.
All right. She
Whip it out.
she extends her hand to you, and you see the Dragonborn. He almost takes a step back,
Oh.
like oh shit. He doesn't say oh shit.
What
He
a-
may
Oh
have.
damn! I thought this guy. I had him written down as cool. Let me erase that. Put pussy.
But
does he
Tiniko
say?
reaches her hand out.
Yeah.
She
I'll put it in
can
her
grab it. Okay.
Yeah.
She grabs it and she's staring at it and she says, "We need to figure out what we can do as soon as possible."
Well,
What?
so maybe this magic key would help you?
She looks at the key and examines it. We're gonna actually see if she may recognize it first.
She'll fix it.
She absolutely does not recognize the key at all.
Oh
Darn
my gosh.
She stares at the key and she says, "Well, I thank you for showing me that, but I don't think that is going to help in our current situation."
It's a magic key. I believe it's connected to the goddess of magic.
She sits there and thinks.
Mistra?
She goes, Mistra, oh, that's right.
Goddess of treasure?
We don't hear about Mistra too much around here.
Oh, Yunaria.
Okay.
She says,
That might not
Well-
be of use.
do you know what the key does?
Doesn't it let you access other
Unlock
planes?
something.
I believe it lets you travel to other dimensions.
Yunaria, what
Possibly.
if you travel and then ask the goddess.
Well, I did try to use it. I failed miserably, as you saw back there.
Yeah, we just
I
got
think
you
it's worth
really
it.
high.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Can I like? Who's holding this? Who's holding the?
Right now, Tiniko's holding the orb, and Yunari is holding the key.
Can I take the key? Can I like reach out for the key?
Sure. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Okay. I want to take it. I'm gonna poke the seed with it. Like I'm gonna open the seed with it.
You poke it, and it just clinks right off the side of the orb.
Yeah, when in doubt, touch it. I'm gonna hand it
So
back to you, Nara.
So
Now we know that's not a simple solution.
You hear the Dragonborn in the corner, and he's thinking, and he says, "Maybe you have to ask permission to use it."
Man.
Tiniko says, "He may be right. You may need to contact Mistra and."
Right, well, that's what I was saying.
I thought that's what this thing was for.
Well,
what if, I mean...
you said the key helps you travel to other planes, so if you traveled to another plane, you would have already talked to the goddess. So why would you travel to another plane to talk to the goddess that you had already spoken to?
So
I
a
just figured
temple we
Mr.
could go
would know.
to.
She says, "Well, we have a lot of interesting people in this town and surrounding this town, but there are rumors of a necromancer out in the woods somewhere.
Wait, I asked if there was a temple.
A temple?
Yeah. I asked if
Well-
there was a temple to Mistra that we could go to.
Oh, I thought you meant like, oh my god. I thought you meant, is there somebody that could help you contact?
No.
God damn it.
More drugs for Yunari. we need to get to that plane and ask her how to use it.
Apparently I don't know what I'm fucking doing.
It's okay.
I'm surprised.
well,
No, there's no temple for Mistra anywhere near, but you may be able to find someone that can help you.
Maybe a library of some sort?
There is a small library across town.
I definitely want to go. I definitely want to go and check out that necromancer, though.
I just misunderstood you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, a lot of people around here do.
Is that an odd accent? Where are you from?
Yeah, from the woods.
From the woods.
Right.
Woods. Okay.
She's mocking it.
I think this one's mocking you.
Yeah,
Alice.
she's the one that can't understand a thing that anyone says, so we're really worried about what she has to say.
Mm-mm.
Humph.
In the meantime, Vandoria is a very big city. We haven't heard of any new problems as of yet. You may be able to find information somewhere else. Perhaps the bar or the Bounty Hunters Guild or
Yes.
the library.
Where's
The
the?
library.
Isn't the Bounty Hunters Guild close by?
The Bounty Hunters Guild is very close by. It's just off the main town square by the king statue.
That's okay. And I guess we would probably want to speak to magic users, right?
Yeah.
Something like
Well,
that.
also too, that's where. Were we Captain Devour?
Devore?
Yeah. Devour.
Devoir. Captain
Devoir.
Captain Devour. He's also. There's more information about him at the Hunters Guild as well.
Are you saying that out loud or?
Mm. And there's also more information about Captain Devoir at the Hunters Guild as well.
Captain
Which
Devoir. I've heard of that name.
Yeah.
Seems to be a problem around here.
Yeah, him and his merry men kind of dug us in a hole, and then tried to rob us.
I'll say.
And how did you get out of that?
Yeah, they're
Splendidly.
quite polite about it, actually.
I threatened to kill them, and
They got upset.
I got a little pissed. I was just trying to get here. I was tired. We've been
a
riding
long
for a
trip.
second, and
Damn.
yeah, kind of fucked up there. We should have just killed him, honestly.
If only we had known.
If only we had known. But you can't kill them all. So, but we'll get them.
We'll try. We'll definitely try to kill them all.
She just says.
Do you know anything about him?
No, I already said I don't know much about that.
That's right.
But he is causing
This
a
chick's salty as fuck.
ruckus around town. I do know that.
Okay.
We don't like ruckuses.
She
No.
says, she
We
just
cause it for
We
you
cause
today.
it.
Yeah.
There's not enough room for anyone else.
Yeah.
She just says, "Look, we already found out about the sanctuary and Zeta getting destroyed. I don't know where the next place will be. Will you guys be in town for a bit
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
until we
Who's
hear
in
something?"
Who's in charge here?
I'm
Like-
in charge.
No, I'm like the town of Vandoria.
Well, right now it's Prince Cicerelli.
Okay, so the
Yes, it
prince.
is.
Okay, I wasn't sure if the prince was in town. Okay, so the prince is actually in town. There's like a palace, I assume, like a big or a castle or
Yes.
mansion or something.
Yes, he would be in the castle.
Okay.
But you won't be able to get there.
Yeah.
Plus,
Yeah. Didn't
Low
expect it.
to
That's alright.
Have you ever been to Vandoria?
Ooh,
Nah.
I could probably
No.
put on a show though.
Oh
Get-
yeah, you
get
might
us
be
away
able to
in.
get in,
Yeah.
or the rest of us could be. We can dress up as.
I got disguises.
We can like Scorpion King this, and we can all be pretty ladies and get in that way.
Says you won't get in that way.
Oh yeah. Yeesh.
all
Okay.
these people.
She says, well, you won't get into any of the other areas of town that way.
Okay.
You need to make some kind of name for yourself if you're visiting.
Yep.
Unless somebody is a citizen.
Nah,
All right.
I'm an outlander.
Well,
I'm
do we want to go to the Bounty Hunters Guild?
Yes, let's kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah.
All
it's a good
right.
start.
Are
Um,
y'all ready to
I want to.
leaving
Yeah.
us already?
Can we take? What is Gonto? He was an elf, right?
Half.
Gonta's a half elf.
Half.
Can we take
oh,
the
half
half?
elf?
Can we
That's
take the
half
half breed?
Gonta?
Yeah.
he-
He's
Good
weak.
luck finding that guy.
Yeah, he ran away.
Oh shit! I was assuming. Oh, that's
He
perfect.
runs all over
That's
the
perfect
city.
because Gavin was like thinking he was kind of next to us, so he's like, "Wait, what?"
Oh.
He does-
Yeah,
He
never
does
mind.
have a habit of tormenting the guards at the West Gate.
Yeah, Westgate. Okay. We want to, if we pass
check
by,
the
if we
West
pass
Gate.
near the West Gate, we'll want to check there for
Yeah.
Gonto because we could get up to all kinds of shenanigans tonight at the
Going-
bar with him.
Going to the Bounty Hunters Guild, you will not pass by the West Gate.
Okay. Well, we're still going to Bounty Hunters Guild, but before we have tavern time tonight, we gotta find Gonto.
Who recommended the Necromancer?
Tiniko did because I misheard what Gavin asked me.
Yeah. So
Still kind of gave you the answer to your question. I just kind of indirectly.
Yeah.
I'm not in
Nope.
DM mode yet. It takes
I
me
wasn't
like 10
asking the right
minutes.
question. I wasn't asking who would be a good person to speak to. I was like, where's the fucking temple?
But so Trina, Trina and Shiro have been standing, of course, right by the entrance to the office the whole time. And they say, "We've been out for about a week with very little rest, so we're going to try and rest up for a couple days until we make our next venture when the next attack happens."
Yeah, no worries.
So they Hold on, I'm gonna actually see if she heard you.
Can I try to stealth that?
No, she didn't.
Stealth.
Nah, you already did it.
Stealthily say something out loud. Stealthily cough.
Trina did not hear you, but Shiro did hear you, and she kind of just, and she just walks off into the other room.
that's funny.
So, are you guys leaving?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Head out to the
The guild.
Bounty Hunters Guild.
All right. You are now led through the narrow streets of Vandoria towards the Bounty Hunters Guild, a place where the best bounty hunters in the continent gather to collect bounties and trade information. Walking through the double doors, you walk into a large room filled with some of the strongest hunters in the land. Ahead, you notice a counter that runs across the center of the room, where it seems like people are collecting their rewards. Along the walls on the right and left-hand sides of the room lie some billboards with piles of wanted posters.
Piles.
Oh,
Damn.
more reminders of Devoir.
Okay. Is there any that are like super prominent? Like there's multiple of one guy?
Absolutely, but you will need to roll an inspection.
Inspection.
I want to
do
roll
that
if I
as
can
well.
spot out some magic users. Shady mages and stuff. I got 15 on that. Oh, wait. You said inspection.
All right. First roll.
Wait. Inspection.
This dice hasn't been rolled before.
Oh,
Here we go.
Oh.
Isn't that just insight or investigation?
Yeah, what the hell? Inspection. Investigation.
sorry,
Investigation.
I meant investigation. I
I'm
said
looking for.
inspection.
I'm actually looking for
18.
inspection.
Dang it!
17.
Turning.
7.
At least it
This
wasn't a
dice-
crit fail on your first roll.
That would be funny. I'd be mad at Erica.
17. when I
What did you
inspect.
know your roll?
I got a 17.
Okay, so everybody but Gavin. The first poster you notice is a giant poster of course, Devoir.
Gavin's like, who's that?
And
Actually,
You never saw
I
him.
never saw his face.
Yeah, that's right.
I
no,
never saw
none
the-
of you saw
I never-
Devoir's face, and I'm very happy you said that.
Well, I was
because
actually-
that is very important.
I was actually in the pit though, so I never saw any of
We
them.
never saw
I
None
never
of
Wasn't he
y'all
talking to
got
us?
close enough to see
What?
Devoir's
Really?
face.
He had a hood up.
Yes, he did.
Oh.
Yeah, he had. I remember him.
That
describing
wasn't
him
said,
with
but
a-
y'all had
Oh,
never
wow.
gotten within
Wow.
20 feet
Oh,
of
okay.
Devoir.
That's
I
Y'all
remember
were
him saying
about,
something about his face being covered or something.
That's
y'all
right,
were
we
about
only
40 feet from
How
Devoir.
did we?
Okay. We only ever heard his polite
How
words.
did we recognize the wanted poster?
What do you
Is it-
mean?
I
Didn't
mean,
he
could-
introduce?
just asked.
He introduced himself.
Did he?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Cool.
He was like super
I remember
polite.
that.
Yeah. so on the
I
billboard,
remember the
it,
Merry Men part.
it does say Devoir, and it has under it's a bounty of 5,000 gold.
Jesus.
Oh.
We probably wouldn't have been able to kill him.
You know what?
Alongside the wanted poster of Devoir, there are also 5 other posters, and those are some of the men that you could
Oh.
kind of recognize, and that's the main one that that you get that gets your attention.
So it looks like I guess like multiple people are sending out different rewards for Captain Devoir because the one that we checked at first was 3,000 gold.
It's now 5,000.
Oh, I was gonna say,
Oh, maybe it
He's
just
increasing
went
the
up
value.
because we weren't looking in the actual bounty hunter guild.
That's true.
Yeah.
And
Those
so
are like gold
his men are 1,000 gold each.
Okay.
Wow.
Now you
I'm gonna
also
wait. I want to look for something, but I don't want to say out loud, so I'm gonna write it and show it to you. Okay.
okay. Well, while you're
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
that,
yeah. I'm just like, yeah.
so since y'all had rolled so well, alongside that, there's another flyer that catches your attention, and it appears to be a bounty for an unknown target. And that target, it kind of gives you a map of the Idogan Forest, and it draws out kind of a rough area of where that's at.
I want to investigate for those, or for that.
Okay.
If I-
But it gives you a map. It basically says there is an unknown assailant
I'm
in
getting so mad
the
at Erica.
Idogan Forest that is causing problems around Haunted Hill area.
I crit failed.
Oh my goodness.
This new dice sucks.
Around where? Around how?
Around Haunted Hill area.
I see them everywhere. Oh god! Run! Everybody run!
An unknown name or unknown
Unknown target.
target.
This dice gets put away.
What's the value on that?
Right now, the value would be placed at 6,000 gold.
Whoa!
Wow, for this one target.
It is a big target.
It's mogul.
And the reason is because many hunters have gone that direction and have not come back.
Oh, so we should.
And by looking at the
Exactly.
map, you would notice that would be on the northeast side of the Idogan Forest. So if you remember when you had first come in, you kind of came in through, you almost came by the same direction. You were real close to it, but it's just off the path, basically, from where y'all had come in the forest at. Gavin, by the way, had looked for some flyers that had to do with you guys,
Yeah.
as well as Mogul. There were no flyers like that.
Oh,
And
Mogul.
the sanctuary was a very isolated place.
Okay.
Very quiet, and they got destroyed quick.
Yeah, it was good.
So
If I
no
found
survivors,
if
I like
I
the
found
top.
anything, I was gonna just be like, I tear those down. And
They
I don't
were-
save anything.
Yeah, no, we should look to see if we actually killed any of these people already.
Now,
I mean, unless there's innocent people, and there's probably
those
not.
cultists were town members, by the
Yeah.
way.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Pretty isolated area, pretty far from Vandoria.
We just went to some podunk town and killed all the.
Well,
crazy
I
religious
was
people there.
Yeah. I was
We
just
stopped
thinking,
something
like,
that was gonna
if
be
it
out
was
of
such a
control.
big city that it may be a hub for, like, you know, since this is like a guild,
Yeah.
like, they probably have hits or, you know, bounties all around, you know, not
Definitely.
just within the town.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying.
And
So
then
well, that's good. We're not wanted.
roll one more investigation.
Okay, new dice.
Inspection check. Alright.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Man.
17.
Okay.
7.
6.
23.
Unaria getting the fucking slaying all those rolls.
Nice.
Gavin and Unaria notice some other flyers that are actually just across the room on the other side. And they can see them because they're kind of bundled up.
Oh.
And you see flyers of a couple of missing children.
Whoa.
Murder, as well as a couple flyers for basically rewards for trying to find the murder of a couple more children.
So I walk over and I like start
They-
leafing through the bundle, looking through. I'm
Yeah.
assuming you're doing the same
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be like, gee, oh fuck.
And then-
yeah, like this is fucking bumming me out.
They're gathered together because they're under the impression that they're all related.
Are there? Is it like pamphlet style? Is it pretty obvious I could take this as a reference?
You could.
Okay, then I'm gonna
They're
keep.
just basically pinned to the
Yeah,
wall.
yeah, I'm gonna, like,
Piles was
oh.
kind of misleading, but they're like pinned
Right.
to the
No.
wall.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, I want to take the one for the missing children.
Totally.
This
I want to grab the Haunted Hill one.
Okay.
And a
Yeah.
Devar
Oh,
one.
I
Hey,
guess
Gavin.
I'm gonna deal with this.
What did you find over there?
Yeah, this is some fucked up. Look at that.
Just terrible.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, fucking
Uh,
kids.
Sit beside
So
the
it's
milk
missing
carton.
kids,
How
and
many-
then
What's the reward for that?
Missing kids, haunted hill, devoir.
And how many total, like, children?
Oh, yeah.
Right now, the tally would be at 6.
Okay.
And that would be
six too
six missing
Yeah.
and 3 dead. So
Wow.
9 total,
God.
I guess.
real fucking psychos in this town. We'd have to like get into
It's
it and
definitely
like,
not like, you know,
investigate the bodies and shit like that and like figure out
like
where
a
they
Law
were
and Order
found.
SVU
and
or
shit.
something.
I have a feeling the
No,
posters might be
dude,
connected.
it's exactly that.
No, but like we need to find the person who found these 3 dead bodies.
Right.
Because we need to find like.
I bet you it says on the flyer.
On.
Do we want to? Yeah, I was gonna say that's why.
Yeah.
That's why I grabbed the flyers.
Uh-huh.
So, well, I grabbed the flyers so that if we didn't want to start this side quest right now,
We can come.
we
back
can
to
come
it.
back to it and we still have the information with
Yeah.
us. If we want to continue on
And hopefully-
because we still got to ask the receptionist, or I'm assuming ask somebody about Devoir now that we have the paper. Be like, where has he been spotted, or check out his
What was
flyer.
spotted last or something?
I'm
Well, we spotted him last time. I guess that's kind of dumb now
Maybe
that I think
somebody
about
else.
it.
I don't know.
But they might know where his hideout's located or
Sure.
some shit.
One of them.
So I just didn't know which flyer we wanted to go for first. We got Haunted Hill, Devoir, Missing Kids.
I don't know. I would
Haunted,
think that
Haunted
Devoir and Missing Kids would be more connected.
I'm-
I think.
I'm thinking Haunted Hills is
Devoir's too much of a joke.
the one at Haunted Hill because it's unknown. I feel like that because it's more supernatural. It feels like in a way. I don't know. Just
That
because
would
it's
be
like
easier.
on Haunted Hill. I'm
Mhm.
thinking it may be able to help us answer maybe some questions that have to do with the heart
Oh,
potentially.
that's true.
What if we walk out of that mansion and it's now 2 missing, 5 dead, or some shit? Like, you know what I mean?
That's
like,
what I'm really hoping
like
it's not.
you know what I mean? Like, what if the little kid bodies start piling up?
Wow.
I didn't think about that.
20
I was
missing
originally
in
thinking
one
like we'll
day.
just deal with Devoir first, but then we could have
Yeah.
little kid bodies piling up.
What if
I'm feeling for the kids.
I'm curious if we start with the kids here? What if we find out that part of this unknown target has to do? Like, what if they find?
if they're-
these-
that's
what
where
if
the
they
kids
found
are?
these kids
Oh, God.
near?
What if
Haunted
that's where the
Hill?
kids are and Devoir's got the kids there? We follow the kids.
We're gonna be rich.
That's the
Yeah,
motto.
posters.
Follow the kids, gonna be rich.
We're gonna
Put
save
that
some
on
kids.
the shirt.
We're gonna be rich.
No better way to fucking build up a name for yourself than saving some kids.
Oh yeah.
Amen.
That's
Yeah.
how you
We're
become
not-
heroes.
That bad.
Yeah.
They'll be like, no way those guys fucking killed a whole city. 2 whole cities. No way those guys killed 2 whole cities.
Gavin didn't corrupt all of the Zetov forest and kill the prisoner that fucking the devil Naraku had grabbed.
Let's be real. There was an entire city in that crumbling tree that we have not heard from.
Mm-mm.
They're not
I'm
there
sure
anymore.
They got wings.
I
They got
get
out.
so
Yeah.
out of game. I get so sad now when I see the episode "Welcome to Agnava." I'm like, oh no.
Dude, so do I.
I
Alright.
really
Oh,
like
it
that
was
place.
So Yunaria brought up a point, and as you read the flyer, it basically on the bottom of the flyer it just says, "Please inquire with Teller," and you would know
That's what I
from
figured. There was like a.
you would know from walking in that the teller would be basically at the far wall from the entrance, and there's a long line of tables, and the tellers are going to be there, and that's where people are collecting their rewards.
Okay.
They're not asking for proof? What kind of proof are they asking for on the
Well,
phone?
no, we got to see the teller for more
Well,
information.
I'm sure we got to
about-
bring back
We
6
gotta bring
kids.
back something. No,
That's
for the
the proof-
kids.
the proof
For
is
the
the
kids,
live
yes.
kid.
For the killings.
Well, if you find the kids, I'm pretty sure they'll believe you when you said I killed the guy who did it.
I just cut off their
If I got the
Yeah.
kids.
Unless they're not connected. Unless
Or
they're
we'll
not
kill them and
connected.
just
We
turn
can
them
frame
into a horse.
some. We can frame some dude if we
Sure.
can't find somebody. But as long as we save the kids, nobody's gonna care.
And put them on.
That'd be-
I'll put them on.
And nobody more. No more kids get fucking kidnapped.
Yeah,
So
right.
I'm sorry.
so yeah, I guess we'll just. I'm like I guess I'm with Yunari on this shit because
Yeah.
we're like fuck, gotta save these kids.
That's terrible.
So to the teller,
Ta-da.
to the teller, let's go, lad.
All right, let's go save some kids.
Gonna
All
continually think you're a male.
So, you walk up to the teller, and there's a tiefling rogue kind of just standing in front of you. And
Male or
he's
female? Oh, he's
male. He's male. He's got 2 big horns coming out of his forehead, and one of them is broken, and he tosses a gold-plated sword onto the table. And the teller says, "Rizvi's sword, huh?" And he kind of just replies, "Yeah, can I get my reward already? Jesus, we do this every time." And the
Oh, that'd be
teller,
so cool.
the teller just goes,
these tellers sound like assholes.
"Okay, let me hold on. I'll be right back." And he kind of, just walks into the back. There's kind of like a backdoor office right there. So he kind of walks in the back, and he comes out and plops a big sack of gold onto the table. And he says, and he kind of just sighs like, just every day.
I'm gonna like elbow Yunaria and be like, yeah, this one looks like he needs a hug.
All they ever do is take.
But he says, "Yep, I'll go. Hopefully, some worthwhile targets will show up this week." And he walks up. There's a set of stairs on the right hand side, and he walks up those stairs.
Is there like any kind of signage near those stairs, or any kind of like guard near those stairs, or is just unguarded stairway that he walked up?
Do a perception check.
Oh, I'm good at those. See, I shouldn't have said that. Okay, a 21.
Nice.
No guard at the bottom of the steps, but kind of off on the other side of the building on the floor. You kind of notice an elven man kind of peeking at the entrance of the stair set.
Oh, so like someone else is casing
Kind
that
of
place.
like side-eyeing it almost.
Oh,
like
now I'm
he's
side-eyeing
paying
him.
very
Oh,
odd
shit.
Attention to it.
Okay, now I'm kind of keeping an eye on him. I'm not gonna keep it quiet.
But
I'm
his hood is up. He's got like kind of like an assassin's vest with like a hood, and
Okay.
it's kind of up. So it's hard to see his face, but because of his stature and his height,
I can tell.
you can tell he's probably elven.
Okay,
Maybe male or female. I shouldn't have
he's
assumed
like
that, but
yeah, he's just a slender figure. Okay, so you can tell.
kind of almost blending in the crowd because there are a lot of hunters and warriors in this place gathered
Yeah.
around, kind
It's
of just
it's like
talking
it's
and
out of
shit.
place, but it's not. It's like not out of place, but it's
Yeah, I
just
kind of
sketchy.
noticed this guy's fucking eyeballing it. Okay.
And as he also notices you.
Oh shit, we're like both eyeballing the stairs, and then we. Oh fuck, dude.
And he quickly.
Did we
not-
swipe right on?
I
each
don't
other?
even want to say quickly. He kind of flips around and he walks right out the front door.
Ooh.
Okay.
And the teller
I
says,
haven't said anything to anybody about that yet. So.
Okay.
and the teller says, y'all done standing there? Can I help you?
Yes.
I'm still like, I'm not even paying attention now because I'm like, man. I'm looking at the doorway.
Okay, I'll hand
Gotta
over.
love Texas. I'm giving all the fucking NPCs the Texas yow.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So I'll slide over the flyer and ask her, can you tell us more about this?
Sure. And which flyer? will you
The
hand
flyer
over?
for the missing children.
Yeah.
Sure. So you hand over the flyer for the missing children, and he says, of course. This has been occurring for the last week or so. I'd really rather pass you off to Arlotto, the leader of this guild.
Orlado?
And
This is a problem that's kind of
or
too difficult for me to give you information on. I'd rather you talk to him.
Where is he then?
He says, give me one moment, and I will go run and get him.
Oh, wonderful.
So the small half elf that you were speaking to, he quickly shimmies up the stairs, and he comes back, and he kind of says, he walks back up to the desk, and he just says, "All right, follow me, please."
All right.
And
Yeah.
he motions you to follow him.
I'll like
and,
snap out of it and be like, oh yeah. Or
Hey, you motherfucker!
and I'll stare at the doorway because I'm like, trying to figure out what that guy was all about.
But walks you, and everyone follows him up the stairs.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. So you walk up the stairs into another room, but this room's much nicer than the previous. The walls have paintings, portraits of famous warriors, specifically a picture of Juan Jake, assassin legend.
I want to run history if I've ever heard of him.
Sure. And a large fireplace as well, with one large table in the center of the room.
22.
22.
What do I know about this guy?
You have heard of the legend of Juan Jik. And you've also heard rumors of Juan Jik.
Yeah?
And Juan Jik is a very famous assassin, and nobody knows his orientation or standing on if he's evil or if he's good. Or
Ah. So it's just art depicting him, not
Yes, it is.
necessarily as... Alright. Kind of glorifying him?
Yeah.
Yes.
He would
Cool.
be like a famous member of the guild or some shit like that.
Oh,
Pretty
cool,
much.
cool.
Is that what it?
Possibly.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that could be a connotation.
Yeah.
You could-
Yeah.
Like a founder. Or I don't know. Like pretty much like that.
But nobody knows if he's good or evil.
Okay.
You've also heard rumors of him, and they say he may actually be one of the king's guards. He may actually work higher up and work with the king, but nobody knows for sure.
Whoa.
Anyway, so you walk up, and sitting at the table is Arlotto, and he is a small halfling, also dressed up in a rogue's vest and kind of like cargo pants, with two very flashy daggers at his side. So they're like silver daggers with like a ruby hilt almost on both of them.
Okay.
But he's sitting at the table, also sitting at that table with his legs up on the table, just not giving a fuck, is that tiefling that you
Oh.
saw right in front of you.
I thought it was gonna be content.
I thought it was gonna be
In
him,
line at
I was
the teller.
excited.
I know.
Alright.
I was gonna ask though.
Oh, yeah.
So
Before
we went to where the fucking guy was eyeballing her.
No. Well, you went up the stairs.
Yeah,
the guy eyeballing walked out the entrance.
Yeah, that's.
of
I'm
the
sorry.
place.
Where he was eyeballing. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So now I know. Oh shit. Somebody was trying
But-
to kill this guy. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
out loud.
But you got to remember, this place is a very famous place.
Yeah.
Lots of
why I'm not-
traffic. in
That's
and
why I'm
out.
not like, guys, I saw something weird. Because he's
Yeah.
like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? There's tons of people
I
in there.
didn't.
Maybe somebody was looking at the stairs.
Yeah.
Paranoid fuck.
So Arlotto says, "Oh, please come in, sit down," and he motions you to sit down at the table
Okay.
in front.
I will.
I'll do that.
Kind of stands up to almost greet you, and he's not very
Oh,
tall.
nice.
He's
Is
a
there
halfling.
Is there a window?
There is a window.
Can I perception out the window for the guy I saw earlier?
Sure, yeah.
I'm gonna walk up to the window and kind of like.
So you rudely ignore Arlotto, and
No,
you
I'm
walk up
actually-
to his window,
like
wandering
half
through
paying
his
attention.
room.
Yeah, no, because I'm actually I do because I'm kind of distracted by seeing the because that threw me off.
Yeah,
And
let's
the
do that.
fact that he booked it as soon as I saw him kind of
Yeah.
makes me go, what the fuck? A crit fail.
Wow.
That's 2 crit fails already.
Gavin walks up to the window, and as
His
he,
face is against the
with as distracted as he is, he hurries because he was kind of creeped out by seeing
Yeah.
that figure, and he
Wow.
leans his head right into the window, and he smacks it, and he cracks the window a little bit.
Wow.
And Arlotta says, "What the fuck? Hey, you okay there?
Yeah.
Please sit down before anything else gets broken. We have a lot of expensive items in here."
Arlotta, I am so sorry. I do apologize for my friend over there. But
Is he retarded?
I wouldn't
You know what? Now
say
I'm not.
that.
I'm okay with someone coming to kill this guy now.
but regardless, we will definitely pay for the window.
Yeah,
We
hold
are,
on.
I'll pay for the window.
Says, "No worries, we make
Or
plenty of
maybe
money here."
with we're very interested in your bounty with these children. We think that it's just awful. And we really want to, make a difference and go save these kids.
His demeanor changes a little bit, and he goes and he sits back down and pulls his daggers out, and he sets them on the table, and he just says, "Well, it's kind of unfortunate what's happening to all these kids."
Kind of.
Yeah, it's
it's
pretty bad.
Entirely, I would almost say.
Because,
Yeah.
we found all the bodies we found were just lying in the alleyways all around town,
Oh.
Wow.
Lying in the
mutilated.
Okay.
Oh.
Bodies found.
Mutilated like they were
Hmm.
killed by some kind of beast.
So, it doesn't seem like it was
Don't you-
weapons at all.
Well,
it was like-
I've been doing this a long time, and I have never seen anything.
Teeth
And
and
I've
claws.
never seen weapons do that kind of damage to a body.
Yeah, claws and teeth.
He says,
Looks
but
like
we're
whatever
hunts for
this
the
thing
beast."
is taking them too, and that's what
Was there any
pisses me off.
Was there anything that was similar between all the specific body parts that were mutilated, or were they just all unique and different?
He kind of looks off into the distance and spaces out for a second and comes back and
Vomits.
he just says, kind of like he's thinking, and he just says, "Well, doesn't look like this thing had any desire for some kind of sequence in the killing. It looks like they're just doing it for fun or because they can, because they have more power over their victims."
Were these killings in any general area, or were they?
Well, the
Spread
bodies
out.
were just found.
Places a map out in front of you,
Okay.
and on that map he draws. Here's the guild right there, kind of, and that's just right off to the center of the statue that's in the middle of the town.
That's
But
right here.
Yeah, that's the statue.
these are a couple of bigger buildings, more like legitimate markets,
Okay.
as opposed to the entrance of the place where it was just like,
I need to get arrows. Don't
Hmm.
y'all let me forget.
I need arrows.
So
Remind us in game.
there were a couple bodies found by the west gate, but most of them seem to be in the alleyways scattered throughout town, but no sequence really.
I'm gonna
So they just leave the
I'm gonna
body.
I'm gonna lean over to Damor. Yeah, don't let me forget to get arrows.
Oh, right.
Oh,
You,
But no
you forget
hints,
often.
just rumors.
now the
What-
children that disappeared, where they come from?
Where they come from?
Yeah, like were they
Their
orphans?
parents.
No, okay, so they weren't like orphan, homeless children. They came from they had homes that they
Families.
disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh,
Were they
their
pulled out of their
families. Their
homes?
families are all searching for them.
Okay, so they
Okay.
went missing from their homes.
Well, that's what it seems like. We haven't really had a lot of feedback from these. It seems like they just up and went missing out of nowhere, from their homes or from the forest or from wherever. I mean, we haven't really gotten too much information on anything.
Yeah, I mean, I guess people don't really keep too close eye on their kids.
Well,
during these kind of times.
and also too,
It's like, go play outside.
Yeah, they're always texting and shit.
The little bitches
How-
texting.
how long have these posters been up?
It has been going on a few weeks.
Well, we've probably had them up for about 2 weeks now, maybe.
2 weeks.
Okay.
But the death toll is rising very quickly. And within the last couple days, the last 3 deaths have happened.
Okay, so the kids have been missing for a while, and he's just recently starting to murder them.
And it's getting worse, yeah.
So, okay,
But what bothers me the most
yeah.
is some of the kids are missing too. And there are no clues as to their whereabouts. It just seems like they up and disappeared.
Was there any specific time of day that they were reported missing? Possibly at night?
Well, it seems like they're at night right now.
Okay, so wait, all the disappearances have been at night?
Well, he doesn't
For
know
now.
that for sure. But
Okay.
he's saying it seems like
Okay.
I can't talk.
I
So
don't
he
know
doesn't
what
have
time
enough
time.
information to be.
Yeah, he
100%,
doesn't
but
have
he
too much information. He just knows that they were basically mauled.
Where are the
or
bodies now?
clawed. We returned
back
them
to
to
the
their
family.
families,
God
and
damn
they
it.
did whatever they
Huh.
needed to with
Son of
them.
a
I'm
bitch,
sure they're
yeah, it's not-
cremated by now.
So it's nighttime right now? What time is it right now?
Didn't we like walk
Isn't
into
it late?
town? We like spent all day working. in
Yeah.
town.
So
Is it
it would be
late?
late right now.
Yeah.
Hey, what if we
Patrol. Yes.
walked around at nighttime?
No. What if you illusion yourself into being a child
Oh.
and then walk
Yeah.
around at nighttime and we follow?
Yes. Wait, hold on.
Or we hide up on rooftops.
Well, here's the thing: is I
Or
can
we hide up so we don't
Yeah.
have to make a bunch of sneak checks.
That's true.
We just hide
And just
and
watch
you,
him.
and you loiter like some weirdo child.
Just loiter.
Yes,
Doesn't have to loiter. I can be a puppy and just be
It's,
playing with me the whole time.
You could be
And
a puppy.
Then he looks even more innocent. It's like, this fucking kid's just playing with a puppy. Definitely snatchable.
Okay, yeah,
I'd
So I was literally the first thing I was gonna say is that we all use disguise kits to dress up as kids, but
Oh, I
if we
would.
just-
I don't
yeah.
think.
But
I
here's the
don't
thing: if
think
we have,
that.
no. But if I don't know if I can.
Do you have an illusion spell? I don't know if that's something you have. But even then, the disguise kit, I don't know. You might be able to make something work.
Because disguise kits has its
Wait, no, hold on.
limitations.
So I can do disguise self. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me see.
That would work.
Yeah,
You could disguise yourself pretty much as anything as you want.
Yeah,
Is that
because
right?
I know.
Well, there's
Everrealm
limitations
disguised himself
wise.
as a child, but it was like if you swung to punch above, like to punch the kid in the head, you would punch the actual person like in the chest.
What's the real description of?
Oh, yeah.
So
Hold on,
disguise self. I thought it had its limitations because there's a magic spell.
So
that
it
you
works.
can look like anything.
It works for 1 hour.
Yeah,
Okay. So you
Okay.
make
we
yourself,
have to like
including
hope we catch someone catch a fucking pervert in this 1 hour.
All right.
So you make yourself, including your
How
clothes,
do we make
armor,
them extra
weapons,
delicious?
and other belongings on your persons look different until the spell ends or until you use an
You can
action
make
to
your
dismiss
rapier
it.
look like a doll and then fucking stab him.
You
with
can
it.
seem 1 foot. You can seem 1 foot shorter or taller.
See?
So I could
Okay.
still a foot.
1
I
foot.
could
That's
definitely.
plenty.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So one shorter or taller, and can appear thin, fat, or in between. You cannot change your body type, so
Make
you
sure
must
you're
adapt
thin.
a
Nobody
form that
kidnaps fat
has
kids.
the same
Yeah, nobody likes
basic
fat
arrangement of limbs. So like, and that. So if you end up
You'd be a
doing
one-armed
that,
kid.
Can you?
You're definitely
no, so what'll-
snatchable.
Make
what'll
him a
happen-
nugget.
Yeah, what'll happen if you use this and say you make yourself larger, like if people bump into you or something like that, it's not
They'll
gonna
pass through.
Yeah, they're gonna pass
Yeah.
through, and then they'll.
Ooh.
That's why you have to do it just like body. You don't want to do too much because
You
if
got to
somebody
make
runs
yourself
into
like
you-
a tweaker every time.
Yeah. Don't
That's
touch me.
it.
Get away from me.
Yeah, give me $5.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can't
Okay.
change
So,
body type, but you
do we
can
think we
adapt
could
your
catch a
form.
predator in an hour?
Oh, yeah.
This was
Wait,
from
so the
Law and
voice
Order.
doesn't get affected, right?
What?
You sound like yourself.
Yes.
I'll just have
But
to.
Does somebody have
I was
some
gonna
kind
say,
of...
but you could probably.
Yeah, but I'm just a kid.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not like the fucking whatever's
I'm
happening.
not gonna
is
be running through the streets
recognize
like,
you.
I
oh,
wanted
come and
children's
get me.
laughter. I wanted children's laughter to be
Oh
coming
yeah,
out
that's
in that
fucking
area.
Juniper, of course.
Come and get me! Just fucking running.
Hey, I'm not walking by myself right now.
How many?
I really wish I'd
You
get
only have
abducted.
You only have one more, dude. That'd be great. You get abducted. Make sure if you get grabbed, grab that puppy, bro. Because then you got him with you, and you can just throw a puppy at
Are you
him.
gonna come?
I was just fucking around, but now that you say that...
No, because then whenever you're grabbed, you can throw the puppy at them, and then you just boom, turn shillelagh, bam.
Shillelagh, bear.
You only have one more animal.
What
shot.
time? It's
I haven't
getting closer to
rested.
nighttime, right?
We haven't
Yeah.
rested?
It's late.
It would be dusk right now.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, I'll
We
shillelagh the fuck.
can't. We can't rest because we got to catch us.
Well,
a
here's the
predator.
thing: if we can catch the,
Y'all just
Oh,
rested and got into town, so you're good.
Yeah,
You-
yeah,
Wait,
we're
wait.
good.
Did we did a long
I thought we
rest when
rest
got into
long
town?
rested.
No.
I thought y'all did.
Because
I
he-
thought-
Oh
we did
no,
too.
Derp, no you didn't.
Yeah, we
Never
did.
mind.
'cause I'm
Oh, so
still-
I really
Y'all
just have
spoke
one.
to Tinico directly, and then,
And then we
fucking-
booked it because if we wait, then it's like
Well,
4
wait.
o'clock in the morning or some shit like that.
What if we do it? Oh, the short rest help at all?
You don't get your wild shape back with it. That's
Yeah.
really. I don't really need anything from me. The only thing would be like so he could change out of a puppy and into a bear.
Yeah, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, he only lost his wild shape. That's it.
Yeah, we're all. I'm pretty sure besides him, like we haven't used.
I'm
like,
short
almost
4
any spells.
HP because
Yeah.
I fell in a pit.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But here's
Still-
the thing: even if we turn,
Dude, I'm really useful not in animal form, anyways.
yeah, yeah,
Right,
yeah.
exactly. That's
healing,
why
all
I
that
don't
shit.
think it's an
I
issue.
we don't need to do that because
No.
honestly, you guys are gonna be close enough to me anyways.
And
Yeah.
it'll
So I shouldn't be a puppy?
Yeah. No, you should definitely go with puppy, right?
Okay. I can be puppy.
You want to go puppy? You can do it, man.
But then, if we do get grabbed, and I'm with you, they take us away, and then you guys will just have to follow.
well, I'll probably just do.
We'll get 'em.
If I get taken, then I'm
But
just
see-
gonna do Crown of Madness. So.
Yeah. See, the
Oh.
problem is if you don't do puppy and he gets taken and we can't follow, then he's taken by himself. At least this way,
Right.
he's got backup.
Okay. We want to be taken to their base, wherever they are.
Right, and then we can follow y'all back to the base. And then we attack from the outside, and then y'all attack from the inside. Right? Throw a puppy at somebody. and
do
turn
we
into a
have any
crazy
more?
widow.
I
Do we
forgot I
have
do
any
need a-
more of the message stones?
That's exactly.
Y'all have one,
We gave the other one to what's her
and
face.
and
yeah.
Iava has the other.
That's right.
So we've already been over this.
Oh,
yeah,
hey,
I
should we
do
call
need a
her?
full rest.
Yo, how long has it been since we talked to Iava?
Like a day?
2 days.
Oh.
She's starting to think we're dead.
You might want to make sure she's still alive.
If anything, we can ask
Well,
her
She
questions.
seemed pretty confident that she would be alive.
I mean, if you think so, if you don't think it's worth calling her.
I don't know about you guys. I'm
have
worried as
one-
hell for
We
her.
have one message a day.
Yeah, we shouldn't have left her with the stone. We should have kept it. But that's only because we.
We don't. Okay, let's just. Okay.
Yeah, so we.
I'll just change into.
So the kids have been going missing all over town, right? He
yes,
doesn't have
for
a specific.
weeks, but it seems like the toll is kind of been slowly climbing up.
Right. Well, but like, there's no specific region of town where we could potentially put our bait to be most effective, like that he knows of.
So there were a couple found by the west gate. There actually should be one by the east, and then I believe 2 in the alleyways. So they're kind of like all over town.
Yeah.
That's gonna be challenging.
Yeah.
Or
especially
sorry,
if
I'd
there's only
said
an hour.
not all dead. I guess. Sorry, I
You mean the ones that
I
disappeared?
circled. Yeah, I circled too many spots for the dead ones.
How long would it be for me to walk, like for instance, from, like if I was gonna go from Westgate to like the alley, you know, is that like a lot? Like how long
Right,
would
how
that take
far
for
of a
me to
walk would
walk
it be?
over there? Because
It would
honestly,
only be maybe an hour.
see, I can't. That's only 2 locations. I was thinking if it was
Maybe a little less than an hour.
if these were all close, I
To
could
just
try to
make a
like
patrol.
walk through all of those. I just don't know how I can do all that in an hour.
You can find a place to renew the spell, but then you're just burning spell slots.
Well, I mean, right after we do, yeah.
I don't know how much of that we
Bless you.
want to do, especially if you get grabbed and you
If I get
burn
good-
through 3 spell slots. That sucks. All right.
So
Do we want what's?
yeah, so Rex, he I don't even think I gave you his name. The tiefling at the table.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of.
And good sir, what is your name?
I was going to say, wait, he hasn't said anything this whole time we've been talking about
He
the kid?
hasn't. No, he's been chilling. He has been ignoring the shit out of you guys, but he's getting irritated now.
Wait,
because...
so I heard him say that he was going to wait for something bigger, right? Or he was hoping something big?
Yes.
Yeah, this one's not interested in you, not good enough, not tough enough, too tough. It's too
like,
tough, isn't it?
He's like, who do you think I am? Because I don't need this weak shit. I wait for the big stuff. My name is Rex Pyron.
Oh, you don't... Okay.
Have you not heard of me before? Are you new here?
No, beheaded.
Sounds like somebody who doesn't want to go help children. Sounds like a
text,
terrible person.
Text Brian. Text Brian.
He just says, look, I'm just here for the money, okay?
Yeah, of course.
I don't have any emotional attachment to my bounties.
Yeah, sure
What?
thing, Tex.
What kind of amateur are you?
Rex,
I'm just going to call him... No, Tex. Tex. Call him Tex.
Oh.
This seems like the kind of guy that would get pissed off if you get his name wrong.
He kind of grabs his dagger and he almost like you see him going to start to grab it, and you see freaking Arlotto kind of, hey, knock it off.
And the hair trigger. He'd kill the children if he could.
Yeah, you probably want to keep him away from them.
You're
So-
right, this isn't fit for you.
Rex says,
Get out of here, Tex.
he just says, look, it doesn't look like it has a pattern. It's been killing all over town. But your disguise idea might work.
if you were going to kidnap a kid in town, where would you go?
As well, I'd probably bring it to the forest, or
So it's been-
maybe the port.
Oh.
So you did it
So
because you had an
hey,
idea.
hey. So guys, what if I did this? We need to draw some sort of attention to myself. So
They're all listening in there.
I'm
Okay.
gonna disguise myself as a kid, and then play my harp and make noise as I'm walking. That way, I can at least draw some sort of attention to myself.
That's right.
So if I'm able to at least, I don't know. I mean, it would be one more potential avenue for me to get kidnapped. I'm setting up my own kidnapping.
I think the sound would echo very well throughout the city.
Yeah. Although, I mean, yeah, they'd be like, oh yeah, we can freaking snatch this guy and have him fucking play for us. This little kid, we don't have to murder this one.
As long as they take them to...
All the rest of them
The
suck
camp.
when we get up on an instrument. That's why we've been
And I'll
killing
name,
them.
I'll name,
Come
my,
on.
I'll name myself Fast Fingers.
There you go. Oh, they're
I
definitely
call
not.
myself Fast Fingers on a Saturday night.
Hey.
The rest of the week, you're just not up to.
Yeah, the rest of the
Well,
nerd.
what if the forest would be south? You said
The forest
What
is
is it
going to be
looking-
southeast.
east.
That
okay,
is
by
one
the gate.
entrance.
The one we
That
came
is
through.
the only entrance that you guys have access to right
Okay.
now.
So, what if I started over at the port area and just
You could go to that
walked
gate.
myself
I was wondering.
to the other side of the gate as I'm going into the forest, because at this point we're hitting some areas, but he said the forest would be the place where he would kidnap a kid.
What if we
God,
start?
this is so bad.
What if
He
we,
was-
what if we
was-
start here? What if we start here, halfway? You go out the gate playing your harp. When you get outside, your dang dumb old puppy runs into the woods, and you chase after it screaming.
I don't think the kidnappers
This
would
is
care if he's chasing a
It's
Oh,
like
nice.
super. The kidnapper's just like literally waiting outside, like I'm grabbing the first kid I see.
Just takes the puppy.
I think honestly you should just walk around town playing the harp as a little kid. With
I
Six.
think specifically you should do it in the alleyways, since
yeah,
Yeah.
stay off the main road.
that's
Yeah,
where
for
the
sure.
kids are.
It's gonna be super weird.
He says, yeah.
For sure.
I think
They might
the
be too
alley-
creeped
he
out and not get
says,
you.
He just says the alleyways or maybe near the southeast gate seems like the only spot it hasn't hit. But I don't even know if its purpose is to abduct anybody. I think its purpose is just to cause chaos and kill and murder.
Yeah, it's all job. Well, not the kill and murder, the chaos.
Says who knows what they're doing to those kids' bodies, and
It's probably not good, whatever it is.
says those kids probably aren't even alive
But
by now.
sometimes-
Juniper's about to find out.
Sometimes it's a kid's job. And Juniper, he freezes for a second and does like one of these, looks at the camera. There's not a camera.
We're like,
though.
what is he looking
We're
at?
recording a
Having
podcast.
We need to start live streaming.
Really didn't
this.
work out, June.
It's okay. He just looks stupid.
We all look stupid.
That's why we're not live streaming it.
He's an actor. I get like,
Yeah.
5 out of 10 right.
Yeah.
He's looking at the stage.
Yeah, the 50-50 shot, something's
Yeah.
going to happen.
Yeah, the stage. Yeah.
He's looking out to the audience.
So what is your plan?
Well, I think it is
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm
time
gonna leave
for
this up
me
to Juniper
to go ahead and disguise myself and let's get this party
It's already kind of
started.
late enough to.
It's dusk right now.
Should we wait a bit? Should we wait till it's 100%
Well, hey,
night?
we can do a short rest for 2 hours.
Dude, short rest tavern crawl. Go to the tavern for an hour, get a few drinks, and
can
then
we do
get
4
this
hours?
kid kidnapped. No, and that doesn't. You don't get your wild shape back at 4 hours. I will fucking
I remember.
tattoo that on
Yeah,
your
Okay.
fucking
we
forearm.
'Cause
did this fucking.
I know it's crazy because I
Yeah,
went
dude.
back and I reread it, and it looks like it does.
No,
No,
it
it
does
doesn't.
not.
Because you get the
No,
same
it's-
benefits
Stop.
as a human after 8
Stop
hours.
it. Moving
That's
on.
sleeping.
Anyway.
So you guys
Not
have
resting.
a plan already. It
This guy
should be
doesn't
dark
sleep,
here
he
in
can rest.
the next hour or
They're both the
so.
same to me.
So yeah, so we go in. Can we do an hour short rest?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, go to the tavern and have a drink.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
Do you guys know where the tavern is?
we're about to find out.
I'm gonna ask. I'm actually gonna look at Rex and be like, "Yeah, where can I get a good drink around here?"
Well, the tavern is just across the fucking. Why can't I think of the?
Street.
No, not the street. The oh my gosh,
Plaza?
it's just like the plaza.
The square?
Yeah, derp. I can't think, dude. It's just across the plaza, just behind. Just go across the plaza. You'll find it. It's
Yeah.
very loud.
So I was gonna say there's probably a big crowd over there or something. All right, yeah, to the tavern.
Let's get out of here.
By the way,
I'm gonna like loop my arm through Valmore's arm. Yeah.
Where are we going?
To the
Tavern.
tavern.
Not the brothel.
No, not yet. That's after we get the kid kidnapped. We need more than an hour at the brothel, bro.
Yeah.
but yeah. So says, well, let us know if you figure anything out.
Juniper's gone and kidnapped, and we're just at the brothel. We forgot.
Wow.
Y'all,
I'm
y'all
gonna.
walking over.
I'm
Yes,
gonna
yes,
expend
I'm gonna go over
yeah,
there.
Yeah. Okay.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So I guess we just walk in the bar.
Yeah. So you guys are walking across the. It's a fairly big walkway. There's still a fair amount of people walking around. Anyone want a perception?
Yes.
100%.
I'm always perception. My guy's always fucking watching, especially now that I think somebody's trying to fucking do some shady shit around here.
Nothing.
12.
Plus, we were told
Yeah, that's
Taniko told us some bad shit's going on, so my perception is fucking on point. 24.
Huh.
Oh, yeah. 10.
I got a non-natural 20.
Nice.
Oh.
What'd you get?
12.
And shit.
Juniper? Okay. So Juniper can hear. Juniper, Gavin, and Unaria can kind of hear some like yelling in the distance. Kind of sounds like
Hark.
a crazy person, kind of through the crowd. The noises of the crowds. Sounds like some
It's a
guy
loony.
yelling. Gavin and Unaria specifically know that he is yelling about hell rising up and fucking destroying everybody.
Awesome
pretty
preacher.
much. He's crazy.
Ah.
Doesn't sound like a preacher. He sounds like a homeless guy that's crazy.
Oh.
He's just yelling, they're coming! They're coming to kill everybody! And you kind of see some guards restrain him and fucking just pin him to the
I want
floor.
to walk up to
I
that
remember
guy.
my first pair.
And
Insight check on this crazy guy.
Go for it.
90 20.
Damn.
oh yeah, he 100%
Believes what he's
that
saying.
something's gonna happen. That something is happening.
Well,
And on
something.
top of that, you now
We
hear,
were already told bad shit's gonna happen.
on top of
wanna
that,
hear
you
all of it.
also hear, well, they're already killing the kids around town. Already?
Yep.
We all heard that, right?
Yep.
Why don't you believe me? And he is sitting there struggling with the
Okay.
guards.
I'm
at this
gonna-
point.
I'm gonna tell everyone like, yeah, this guy's. I think he's onto something.
Yeah.
Something
We should,
about him. Or
Now let's not kill guards, guys. Okay, before we run
No,
over
we
there,
have to
before
go
we
talk to him.
we definitely have to go talk to him. Before we run over there though, and literally just fuck shit up, we need to come up with a game plan.
We gotta have a
okay,
pep talk.
wait. Let's be clear. We are no longer short resting.
I guess so.
Okay.
But yeah,
That's-
so
I
the-
think I would much
the
rather
guards
do
are
that.
Yeah.
kind of the
I'm
guards
totally
are
down
pinning
for
this
that. I just
guy
want to make sure
down.
everybody know. I think I was the only one who
I wasn't
needed to
gonna get
expend a
shit.
hit dice, and
I
it's
wasn't
only
gonna
for
get
4 HP, so I'm not even worried about it.
Yeah, the guys they're pinning the guy down, and they stuff kind of like a handkerchief in his mouth. And they're, Shut
yeah.
the fuck up!
Do we
And
try to bribe them or do
We could try to
Tell them
they're
we
just
grabbing
ask
him.
them.
They pull him
Yeah,
up.
they're telling me work for the guild.
Yes,
And
yes,
they're-
yes,
for the
yes,
guild.
we need to.
They
let's
are
do a
Let's
halting
go,
away.
go.
deception.
Go.
Okay, so
Yes, deception.
I'm gonna
Whatever.
run over to.
Let's try to not lie and say we work for
Yes.
the guild, but if we have to, we'll deception.
Okay. Guards. Oh,
What?
yeah. So you know this gentleman right here who is.
He's my crazy uncle.
Yeah, he's probably maybe slightly intoxicated, but it would be.
I think he's just crazy, friend. I don't think he's intoxicated.
I don't think he's as crazy as you think he is, though. And honestly, I would really love an opportunity to speak to him for just a second. If he truly is crazy, I'll totally let you arrest him afterwards. But
That's
for
reasonable.
now, I see. Right now, we're on a quest.
Arrest him for being crazy.
We're all on
We've
the
been-
quest of life.
Yes, we are on a quest of life, but we're
Gavin's like, I'm on the
specifically
quest for
trying.
love.
We're specifically trying
He
to
finger
find.
guns you.
We've been hired by
Gavin
the
finger
Bounty
girl.
Hunters Guild to go and try to find these missing children and the monster that's been doing it. And if this gentleman over here is saying that that hell is rising, we've seen hell pretty much like we stared at that shit.
Roll persuasion.
You're gonna start sounding like a homeless guy in a second.
I was gonna say, this is good, right? Give me a good roll.
18
Okay.
I was like, this
Plus-
is some good
hold on.
charisma fucking
Plus
type
5.
shit.
Oh, you,
23.
You
yes.
absolutely. They say, well, of course, hunters are here. He tells the other guy, get the gag out of his mouth. And the guy pulls the gag out, and he's like, and he's gagging. He's like, they're coming to kill us all. I'm not lying.
What is your name, sir?
My name is fucking Gary.
Gary! Yes! Fucking Gary!
Fucking Gary.
God damn it.
Fucking Gary, it's very
What's
nice
it
to meet you.
Fucking Gary, you're my hero.
Damn it.
So,
Work it off
do you
Gary.
have first-hand experience with these devils, demons, or how
Because I talked to them.
you talk to
They
Oh,
talk
he
to
is
me.
crazy. Get him.
you talk to them? What do they say?
they tell me things I can't tell you.
Why?
You know
why
what
They'll
can't
happens
you
kill
to
me
us
if
enough.
if I tell you.
Well, you're pretty
What?
much dead anyways. You're going to jail, and in this place, yeah, you won't last very long in there. So,
He
What
almost
are they
looks at
telling
the
you?
guards like he wants to get halted away now to stop talking to people. He looks like he just wants to yell in the fucking street and be crazy.
Wow.
Well, okay, so...
Says, I know they're coming. They're killing kids all around town.
who?
They've been telling me.
Why are you
Who's
giving
been
us
killing
that
kids,
much?
though?
The
What-
demons.
when did they tell
The
you?
Demons.
When did they tell you?
Well,
In your head?
they're in my head all the time, but
Where are they?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know that. They don't
Oh.
tell me where they're at.
I'm gonna
They
like...
just taunt me.
I'm gonna hold out a gold coin. I'm like, yeah, I think, yeah, you do.
This isn't any good to me. And he got a
Can
swat.
anybody just try?
Hang on, what's
Swat.
person?
Crazy
Hey,
guy.
hey.
Not crazy.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Yeah, he's
I'm
not-
gonna use a spell. I am going to cast Zone of Truth.
Whoa.
Yeah. And please read that.
Dude, Bard for the win today.
Excuse me, give me 1 second.
I've always wanted to have the freaking use for Zone of Truth.
Just, is it exactly what it sounds like?
You can't lie when you're in it.
Why you're in it?
Yeah, and if he's being held here by like the guards and stuff, you know,
Yeah.
it's not like he can run. He's got
Whatever they ask him, he
Or
says
I
it.
mean, he doesn't have to answer, right? It's not like he's compelled.
All
to
right,
answer.
Zone of Truth. You
Yeah.
create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere centered on the point of your choice within range. Until
Okay.
the spell ends, the creature that enters that spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, the creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. You know whether each creature succeeds or fails on the saving throw.
Okay.
You don't have your spell first.
Now, the affected creature is aware that the spell and can avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie. Such a creature can be evasive in its answers as long as it retains within the boundaries of the truth.
Okay. So
So-
are you gonna cast it right now?
Yes, I'm going to go ahead and
All right.
cast
It's a
that.
charisma save, correct?
Wisdom, no?
Yeah, charisma saving throw.
Oh.
Okay. And I'm sorry, but fucking Gary is absolutely insane and has a will stronger than any sane person, and he rolled a natural 20.
Just thinking, like, watch him fucking natty 20 this shit. God
So
damn.
crazy.
He just says, they talk to me and tell me things, but they won't tell me anything more. They just taunt me and fuck with me.
Hold on.
But they say they're striking. Oh. Shit.
I'm gonna fucking milk these rules, bro. Hold the motherfucker there for 6 seconds. He has to make another saving throw.
Damn.
How long does the spell last? Every
1.
6 seconds, he has to make a saving throw.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because it's when he starts
Yeah.
his turn.
Yeah.
Well, about
Unless something happens to But I'm saying, like, if we were to hold him in zone of truth,
Yeah.
it continually tries to break it.
He's
it's
not
good
moving anywhere.
It's good for 10 minutes.
Oh wait. Actually, let me see. Actually, let me review.
He is held down.
No, he's not. The guards
He's not
released him
held
so
down.
they
Okay.
could talk
Yeah.
to you. The guards really liked Juniper.
You're like the
and-
hallway monitor of D&D.
Yeah. Well, keep in mind, Gavin rolled a natural 20 on the insight, so
So
that
I'm
he
pretty sure
absolutely
he's-
wasn't lying.
He believes 100% what he said.
Oh, he's
yeah.
that's
Whether or not
exactly
he's crazy,
right.
Right.
Yeah.
the guy 100% believes, and I 100% believe the guy.
I would too.
So do I have to... All I have to do is ask him another question, and he has to do another save.
Yeah, I mean, if it's been about 6
Basically.
seconds, but yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's not very long.
Okay.
The time it takes to save.
Yeah, so he's just saying, they taunt me all the time, and sorry, I can't help you more than that. I know they're attacking, and I think we should do something about it.
We're gonna try to lay a trap. Where should we put it?
He rolls again. Does a 13 succeed on your
That's it.
spell?
Passive
what
wisdom.
is it?
Your spell,
Your spell
it'd be
save
your
DC?
Spell save.
8 plus proficiency plus charisma modifier.
It'd be like 8 plus 2 plus, what is your charisma, 5 or 4? It'd be like 14 or 15.
Oh, it's plus 5.
So 15.
Okay, so you have 15?
15.
Yeah, so he didn't
Yeah.
beat it. So
Okay,
he's completely under your spell now.
But he knows that, so he knows that if he doesn't want to answer, he doesn't have to. That
Yeah.
kind of shit. So yeah, well,
Well, no, because he didn't save, so he cannot lie.
Yeah,
No,
I can't
no,
lie,
but-
but if I closed my mouth and
Yeah.
he didn't answer, that
he
would
doesn't.
be
Have,
lying.
he knows that he's affected. So
But
he
you
can refuse to
you
answer.
have a feeling he's gonna
On a
talk.
failed
He's
save, they
trying to
know they're
cooperate.
affected. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
not trying to. He's not the bad guy.
Yeah, Gavin doesn't think
You don't
he's a bad
think
guy.
he is, at least.
So yeah, so where should we put it? Do you think a good spot?
For a good spot.
Yeah, for a trap.
For well, he's thinking. And he's just like, well, they tell me they're gonna attack
Oh.
somewhere by the southeast gate, but I don't know where. That's what they're telling me.
That's useful.
That's what they're telling me. They're taking the kids somewhere by the southeast gate.
Oh.
And that is where we're gonna end
Right,
Nah.
we got the information.
now.
Next week, kidnapping.
Yeah. But, all right. Thanks everybody for listening once again to us bullshit and fuck around.
Yeah.
Thank you so
that's good.
much.
If you like what you hear, I would love to hear about it. Write me up a little review on iTunes. Maybe click that little 5-star. If you don't like what you hear, I still want to hear about it. But email that at dungeonjunkies@gmail.com.
And you can also follow us on Twitter, where we give updates and let you know when the next episode is out, right as it comes out.
We do giveaways there too.
And we do a giveaway there. We're doing a giveaway right now.
Oops, I
Check it
just
out.
fucking interrupted you twice. I got excited though.
I know.
Also, if you would check out our Patreon, and I hope, by the way, everybody enjoyed the Patreon preview that we had released.
I know I did.
Definitely
It
check
was
that out if
really
you
fun
haven't.
making it.
It was
We love running that campaign.
that was so much fun, and we really got to kind of mess around a lot more and kind of just talk a little more and
Suck more.
suck a lot. It was sorry how it was kind of explicit, so but it was a lot of fun. So it's patreon.com/Dungeon Junkies if you want to check that. We're offering some really cool stuff. We're gonna try and offer those extra side campaign episodes twice a month. But there's a lot of real cool rewards on there, so go check it out.
Yeah.
You should.
And go check us out at www.dungeonjunkies.com. You can find new information there. We have information about the giveaway on there and how you can sign up for that. Additionally, too, you can actually download and stream directly from the website. And you can also share the website with your friends and family who love Dungeons and Dragons or who just love a bunch of stupid guys having fun.
Share
You
with
know?
your mom.
So, yes, please, and say hi to your mom for me as well.
Yeah.
And just real quick, a couple shout outs. So we have a shout out for Austin, who's at Abstract Shift on Twitter.
Love you,
Yeah.
Austin.
And
Thanks, buddy.
he wanted to name his character Arlotto, but he's the first person on Patreon
Yeah.
that we were actually the first. He's been sharing our stuff, and we fucking super appreciate that, dude. So thank you so much. And I gave you Arlotto, the name of the halfling in the Bounty Hunters Guild, who owned it, by the way. So I gave you a badass character.
Yeah, I like that guy.
You.
And also,
Tillers. Oh, yeah.
I have, if I was a little more organized, there it is. Devoir, Mr. Devoir, at Dylan Devoir, or Dylan_Devoir on Twitter. If I pronounced that wrong, I am very sorry.
That crazy Canadian.
Yeah, but we thought your picture was super funny, and we've mentioned your name in 2 episodes now, and we didn't shout you out, so sorry, we're kind of getting used to a new little system here. So, but thank you so much for using the Dungeon Junkies hashtag and sharing that shit. That helps us so much, so thank you.
All right.
All right.
And,
See you next week.
And
Yeah.
I'm going to jack off now. Bye.
Bye.
Ah, jeez.
yes.
What the hell?